Hey guys, everything that I'm going to talk about here real quick, I will put links in the description for. First off, I'm going to let you know that one of the officers, which it seems to be the one that's getting the most attention, Chauvin, I believe his name is, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, has just been arrested and charged with murder. Now, for those of you that don't know, his home has been being protected by over 200 police officers. But it wasn't just one officer doing it. There were several officers holding that guy down. You only see him because of the point of view. Okay, but there were 3 other officers on him, plus the Asian officer that was running cover for him. But there are other things going on. Now, when there were the riots in Ferguson, Missouri, there is video of police provocateurs out in public vandalizing vehicles, burning buildings. We know that the provocateurs are out there. These are the union people, and you can believe, I firmly believe, that the unions have a plan for this. It works to their advantage to have property damage. You say, well, how is that? Well, that justifies them using force to come in and break up the protests. So that brings me to what I've got here. We have this from the Free Thought Project, and I have seen this video. If I find the video link here, I'll post it as well. Here's this guy dressed in black carrying an umbrella. Now, the purpose of the umbrella is to mark him for his overwatch. Okay? Other officers that are looking out for him. He's breaking windows at the AutoZone, which they later looted and burned down. He walks away. I mean, look at the way this guy is dressed. Okay? That is straight up police issue gas mask. Straight up. And you get a good look at his face here. Well, he's been identified. He's been identified. It won't shock you, I'm sure, to find out that he is a police officer. Yep. All right, let's go down here. I'm just going to cover the story for you real quick. This from the Free Thought Project. Dozens of businesses and other buildings in Minneapolis near the police department's 3rd precinct were hit hard with vandalism this week. Some of them were burned to the ground. I'm just skipping through this and get to the most important part. Most of the vast majority of the protests were nonviolent. There was no property damage. People weren't doing anything like that. Okay? Until this incident occurred, and then it just kind of goes from that. So this is the guy right here that was live streaming. I'm going to Okay, so he had the AutoZone behind him. They were peacefully chanting at the officers. So all of that quickly changed, however, when you hear a loud pop, followed by the sound of breaking glass. When Svensson panned his camera around, we see a shady white guy dressed in all black, holding an umbrella, a hammer, and a gas mask, shattering the windows of the AutoZone like he was getting paid to do it. Several of the protesters began yelling, "Are you a cop?" As a man attempts to escape without being tackled or stopped by folks who did not want the rioting or looting to start, the man becomes confrontational and challenges one of the men pursuing him to a fight. Then, in typical police officer fashion, the provocateur tries to swat the camera away from the filming person. Okay, let me scroll down here a little bit more. Now, everybody thinks that the guy's a cop. I think he's a cop. Looking at the way he's dressed, that dude's a cop. And knowing what we know about what has previously been, I'm firmly entrenched in the fact that that guy's a cop. Oh, look, here is our guy with the mask. Man, does he resemble this guy from St. Paul Police Department? Wow. The guy's own girlfriend, his girlfriend actually came out and said that is him. Let's go see. Here's from Mama Minnie. Been revealed that Officer Jacob Pedersen of the St. Paul Police Department was the culprit responsible for kickstarting the riot in Minneapolis. He was captured on camera and identified by his ex-wife. No, I don't know about the ex-wife, but definitely been identified by his girlfriend as being the guy. The St. Paul PD denies that is the guy. And here is their statement. We are aware of the social media post that erroneously identifies one of our officers as the person caught on video breaking windows in Minneapolis. We want to be perfectly clear about this. The person in the video is not our officer. Our officer has been working hard, serving his community, keeping people and property safe, and protecting the right to peacefully assemble. It's unfortunate that people would post and share this untrue information, adding more confusion to an already painful time in our community. Now, unfortunately, police lie constantly. Constantly. Do you really think that that department would come out and say, yeah, that was our guy? No. Do you think that the Fraternal Order of Police is going to come out and say that's our guy? No. They are going to cover it up. So, was it the guy? I cannot say with certainty. However, it does appear to me the guy definitely was a cop of some sort. Everything that he is doing there is so that his Overwatch can keep an eye on him, so that if he does get in a bad situation, they can come in and get him. By the way, there are a number, they mention here that there could be white supremacists or white nationalists in there attempting to provoke a situation. There are also videos and photographs linking Chauvin, the officer that was charged today, the officer that you saw kneeling with his knee on the neck of the victim. There are photographs of him wearing racist clothing and stuff with racist statements on it. And in fact, the local police union there, the Fraternal Order of Police, their leader there has been out in public wearing stuff like that. There are photographs of him wearing racist clothing. Clothing that has racist stuff printed on it. So racism runs strong there. It's obvious. Don't doubt that Ku Klux Klan is infiltrated up there. I mean, they've been the Ku Klux Klan is strong in the Fraternal Order of Police. For those that don't know, do a Google search of the Fraternal Order of Police. The Klan is strong within that organization. Let's get on down here. Here's our guy again. This is a video. I'm going to play the video.
That's why I'm doing this to you guys. I ain't got part of that shit.
You see the protester there trying to stop him?
Dude. Oh, I zoomed in. I'll zoom out a little bit. Those cops will come for you if you're pulling that crap. No, that's not. That's garbage. You're pulling that shit.
Looks like, yeah. So as you can see, the auto goes.
Don't just look at how he's dressed. Look at his shoes. Look at his shoes.
Guy just came with a hammer and smashed the windows.
I'm gonna fight you right now.
You wanna go? What's up? Somebody hold my blunt.
Hey!
Somebody hold my blunt. I'm gonna give it up. Hey! Are you a fucking cop? What's up? You came in and broke the fucking whole shit. What's up? What's your mask over?
All right. What y'all think? All right, we get further down here. They talk about provocateurs and whatnot, and the history of the police using provocateurs to create circumstances favorable to them. And I have no doubt that that is exactly what you just saw. Like I said, there were videos, plenty of videos from Ferguson when those riots were going on, of the police doing things they weren't supposed to be doing. Police provocateurs throwing bottles of water at uniformed police officers to get those officers an excuse to respond. That's what we're seeing here. And then, what do we have this morning? A CNN reporter arrested. His entire crew arrested. Again, we saw this in Ferguson. They did not want mainstream media, who has a large audience, they didn't want those cameras there, because with those cameras in place, they couldn't do whatever they wanted to do. As long as media stays away, they can do what they want and nobody's going to really pay attention. And that is just a fact of the matter. However, I was happy to see CNN treated like I get treated at just about every time I turn out at one of these things. Of course, all the CNN anchors were talking about how professional this guy was, and he came back bragging on the police about how professional they were. It doesn't matter how professional they were. It doesn't matter. They still violated your rights and kept you from doing what you were there to do. The police hate cameras because cameras don't lie for them. The Fraternal Order of Police, I'm surprised they hadn't bought Kodak and Canon, Polaroid. That's it, guys. Y'all be safe. Thanks for watching.